It was a gun.
I'm not voting.
If we want to build our nation.
The problem with the Somalians.
Just want to experience something else than a black man.
Move on, move
Be like a horse with blinkers on.
Honestly say, I was about to have sex and then I pulled
crap,
up.
but it's nice.
My name is Tete Mbambisa. I'm a piano player. I play the piano since the age of 10. I'm still on.
I'm Diwa Shiba. I was born and bred here in Cape Town. I'm a pensioner now.
Nhokwana. I was an active bass player sometime in my life. Now I own a shebeen, as they call it.
Jimi Hendrix. I'm born and bred in Cape Town. I've reached the age of retirement. I'm still working at this moment.
Porgy Class. I'm born in Cape Town. I'm a bass player.
Yeah, Walter is my name. I'm retired from doing nothing.
I remember in the 60s and the 70s, our jazz players there, Gus is one of them, the late Martin Nkijima, there's many more. They were allowed to play in the jazz clubs. I mentioned one, the Nas, but they couldn't enter by the front door. They had to come through the kitchen because they were asked, they were not permitted. Police were raiding these places and they were arrested, I would say unlawfully. But playing jazz, making music, music is the full of love. And these things, there has been changes today, I would say. But think of back those days. These musicians now, they're old and grey. What's there for them now?
I'm a jazz musician. Yes, there are few clubs here. We blacks, we don't work in those clubs, man. I'm not political, but this thing is political. You see, we don't work. I've got kids, I've got family. What happened? If in Parliament, if there's a function there, they use kids. What about us?
You know, it's like if today you are not born in Joburg, there's nothing for you. If you're born in Eastern Cape, Western Cape, there's nothing. Whether you are talented, nothing for you. If you are not born in Joburg, it's like you must grow up in. If you are born in Joburg, you are a better man.
That is why Cape musicians end up in Joburg. I was one of those victims. But because you go to Joburg for better life.
But then it shouldn't be like that, because we are talking change here after 1994, when everybody's supposed now to be free. But we don't taste that freedom, which we supposed to be entitled to. It should to the freedom, to the democracy. Because like Tete mentioned now, musicians, if you're from the Eastern Cape or from the Western Cape, you get very few jobs. You are not being employed. It shouldn't be like that. When we are in democracy, it should be free for all.
1994 was a turning point in my life when I could discard my dumpers legally. And it caused a brainstorm in my mind where I had to think, what do I do now? It was like being born again.
Since 1994, has there been changed? Yeah. Now, like I was saying, I haven't seen any change.
No.
Besides,
you're not serious.
Besides the dumpers you were talking about, besides that, there is no change.
Now, to me, that's a huge change. Okay, there's mistakes or fuck-ups or whatever along the way and so on, but there's definitely change.
What should be a change? It's for yourself, your empowerment, your children's empowerment, your grandchildren's empowerment. A pass is just a book. A lot of people have survived in the olden days. A lot of people have survived in the olden days without it.
Not just a book.
The
Yes,
past
it was-
laws were so oppressive to a black man, and they were just for the black man. So oppressive that you didn't steal nothing, but you became a criminal because of the past.
Because you don't have this.
It's either it hasn't been signed by your boss at the end of the month. One little mistake, the boss was out that day, and you go home, and then a policeman comes to you. Can I see your DOM pass? And if he can't find fault, he looks where your boss must sign. And your boss didn't sign. He arrests you. He does
On
not
the
arrest
spot.
your boss.
Yeah.
So the past laws were the worst thing that could have happened to a black man. It was a control over black people.
Change, yes, maybe in terms of the laws, making the difference maybe between black and white. But economically, there is no change at all. We still are where we were years ago, even during the apartheid system. Basically, in terms of economics, nothing has changed.
So, we are now on the fringes here. We are complaining about this. We got a right to complain. Got a right. But, like they say, Rome was not built in one day.
It's 18 years down the line.
Okay.
18 years down the line.
It's a bambino. It's
What
a
do you mean?
bambino.
What do you
18
mean?
years.
Too long.
18 years is a bambino.
What do you mean?
It's a bambino. A lady, 18 years. It's a bambino. It's a lady.
But
young,
when
very
you
young
take 18 years
democracy.
from your life,
18,
you are going
very young
towards
democracy.
death, and there's no change in your life.
Yeah.
You panic.
At least.
You're not
I've
talking
got
about the
children.
newborn baby.
Yeah, man. At least I've got children who might still follow and get this, what I feel is supposed to be mine. Maybe. They're the children. Maybe they'll get it right eventually. I cannot sort everything out for them now, in my understanding.
So we have got the freedom,
something.
but the change hasn't taken place.
The change has not
Our
taken
freedom,
place.
Children that were born in 1976 during the uprisings, they are now what, 36 years old?
They are ministers.
They've got their own families.
Ministers.
But no, let's forget about the ministers. I'm talking about the general public.
Yeah.
They are. What did they achieve? Nothing. Nothing. They've achieved nothing.
If you didn't achieve something, you must now think, what have you put in? You, that boy or that child or that year. What did he put in to be claiming to
Did that
want
person
to?
have a chance to put in something?
Yes,
In what
because there's many other people who got something out of it anyway, by hook or by crook.
I point out that if you want to talk change, it cannot come on the same generation. It has to go through generation. Because the powers that are still there are still the powers who were oppressive to us. The economy side is still handled by the same people who oppressed us. Therefore, if you talk change, you've got to get rid of the people that were oppressing us. And that is time only will change that. So they got to die first. I remember when I came back from Joburg, I went to our Department of Labor, saying I'm back from one city to another. I didn't go into a Bantustan. So that was my argument. So I said, can I finish my story?
Okay, sorry.
I said, look, I want to work back here. Right. I said, no, all right. The new rules are, you get a job, you come back here. I went to town, I got a very good job. And I took the letter from my boss to go and register as an employed person in Langa. And I was sent to town, to the labor bureau in town, where a host of colors were lying there waiting for a darky to come to bring the job. So they were lying there on the lawn
And when a darky appears, they all stand up. There's a job coming. You are bringing your own job. Because if you get there, if there is no colored person who wants your job, you've got it. But how can a colored man not want the job you looked for? So you hand it in there, and then they take it away and they tell you, sorry, go and look for another job. This is not yours.
It's not the colored who's down there. Those that are educated, have been to universities, who've got degrees, they are the problem. Because they are the ones who sort of know more of an African history than the other guys, than the ones.
I will disagree.
Okay, you can disagree. But what I'm saying is, the so-called educated coloreds, they are the ones that are more discriminatory towards black people.
It's not because they're educated or not. It's not. It's the privileges involved here.
That legislated.
Legislated. So they know the law. Bona. They referring back to all Ensland and all these other boys who made all the bullshit which we are sitting with today.
That thing isn't fallen away.
No.
They're still discriminating against blacks.
Yeah, it's written in the mind.
Yeah,
it's in the mind. They can't change it.
And the only people who still carry that through, it's the educated coloreds.
There's some who are really clear on the picture. I don't think it's just like that educated colored. All of a sudden, he's just as racist. No, there are people who can think clearly, succinctly, putting things together. My point is one. My point was this one, which I said earlier. The colors which we are talking about, where do they come from? Who are they? Mixed. Yeah. Where did they grow up in the first place? Sure. At their father's house or at their mother's house, which was the black woman. So they must start there when they want to think. But these boys told them now, no, you are better than those blacks, your mother who born you. You are better. So this is the problem. You must start at the beginning with the thing. You don't take a thing in the middle. Nina, you are talking about the colors and the blacks, the colors and the blacks. I don't know colors and blacks. I know. We are all just
non-white
Africans.
My dream is to be a millionaire.
Ask money. Yeah.
Multi-millionaire.
My dream is to have a better authority, better governance than what we have now, today, with more opportunities.
My dream is to have better rights than I have now. The way I am governed as a black man in the township, to me hasn't changed from the way apartheid government was governing me. So I want to be more free than I am. I want to feel this is my home where I can make a suggestion and it works.
My dream is for peace and prosperity in Africa amongst all the nations.
My dream is, black man, know yourself, man.
I'm too old to dream. That's me.
You should ever sit and talk with people, or else take a walk and create a straight talk. Talk what is nice, it will make you feel stronger. Listen what is right and say what is wrong. You should ever sit and talk with people, or else take a walk and create a straight talk. Talk what is nice, it will make you feel stronger. Listen what is right and say what is wrong.